Dana White isn't too interested in making a fight between Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. Ngannou has talked about boxing for months now, and that only increased after Fury knocked out Dillian White and brought the UFC champ in the ring to hype up a potential fight. However, in order for such a fight to come to fruition, the Predator would need the UFC's blessing, and it doesn't appear Dana White is willing to provide that. "'Cause they're fucking stupid, that's why," White said on the Pat McAfee show. "Fucking waste of time, energy, and money. I mean, listen, I don't know. It's silly, but I get it. Not only does Dana White not like crossover fights, but he doesn't see a boxing fight going well for Francis Ngannou. He says Tyson Fury is arguably one of the best boxers of all time, and he has run through his competition and would do the same to Ngannou, who isn't a boxer. Boxing is a massive advantage for Tyson Fury. Ngannou just wrestled Cyril. If you know anything about fighting, it's a silly conversation, it's a silly conversation. They've been talking about it and everything," White continued. "I mean, guys, Fury is the best boxer, one of the greatest boxers of all time. I mean, you look at the guys he's beaten and how easily he's beating them. I don't know, we'll see how this whole thing plays out. I don't love the crossover fights. I don't love them. Although Dana White doesn't like the idea of Fury and Ngannou, it certainly would be a massive fight and event. Along with that, it would be a massive payday for the UFC heavyweight champ. As it stands, Ngannou is still sidelined due to his knee injury and still has one more fight on his current UFC contract."
Yeah, I know. Listen, they've been talking about it and everything. I mean, guys, Fury is the best boxer, one of the greatest boxers of all time. I mean, you look at the guys that he's beaten and how easily he's beating them. I don't know. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. I don't love the crossover fights. I don't love them. They're fucking stupid. That's why. Fucking waste of time, energy, and money. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. It's silly, but I get it. You know, everybody wants to try to, I don't know. Boxing is a massive advantage for Tyson Fury.
Yeah, but Ngannou's
boxing.
Yeah.
And Ngannou just wrestled Cyril Gane.
So you're saying maybe not the fairest for both fighters here, and we're going to say this the Ultimate Heavyweight Championship. Our guys kind of fucked here, is what you're saying?
I mean, if you know anything about fighting, it's a silly conversation. It's a silly conversation. Well, the thing is that the Floyd-Conor fight took on a life of its own. I mean, everywhere I went, that's all people were asking me about, It got to a point where the fans wanted to see that fight and the media wanted to see that fight. And you know me, people aren't knocking our door down for this fight.
What do you make of Dana White shutting down the Fury and Ngannou fight? Comment below.